Alright guys, welcome back. This is going to be a quick one. So I ordered a new start and stop button because we got some reasons to be putting some red accents on the car coming up. So here goes the glossy one. I have the blue one already. The previous owner installed that. Also got the red M1 and M2 buttons. So I have actually not done this, but I know it's an aftermarket one, and I have seen people online actually just take some silly putty type stuff, just stick it to it, and works. So I don't have no silly putty, but I got some adhesive right here because I work at a phone tech shop. So I'm just gonna put 2 pieces on there and see if it'll pop right off for me, like everyone else was saying. I've actually been really stoked to do this mod. Anything in the interior, just always super stoked to do. So I'm just gonna lay some adhesive right on top of it right there. Work on taking this backing off. Drop that, I'll grab that in a minute. Then what we'll do is we'll kind of make a cross pattern. And just make sure we really got it on there. Then I'll grab each piece and wish me luck. Well, that did not work. All right, well, there's always plan B, and I think that has something to do with just popping this out. Saw that didn't really take too long. It was easiest if you started at the top corner for whatever reason. Of course, I'm using plastic pry tools because you don't want to mess up that leather. And came out fairly easy. All right. So then let's see what else we have here. Let me turn the camera more towards me so you guys can at least see what I'm doing. Looks like we just got these last 2 tabs on the bottom. What? Oh. All right. That popped off like that. First tab is out. Can't really see down there. Oh, there it goes. I did see somewhere where someone said tweezers would be best, but if you can see, there's these 2 notches. You want to push those in so they let go of the button. So, or actually, you're pushing in that notch on the button. We got 1 depressed. And here, you wrap around my light source. Oh, there it went. Kind of held it like some chopsticks. I'll have to go find that. Time to put the red button in. Make sure you orientate it correctly and it should just snap. Oh! All right. Well, let's make sure we get it locked into those tabs because I didn't want to lock. All right, one tap. Whoops. Got some Butterfingers over here today, man. Well, Butterfingers for the win because it is snapped on there. All right, so let's get the button back together. Pretty sure it went like that. Yeah, it went just like this. Snap together. Get it plugged back in. All right, that's back in. And let's just make sure it works. All right, it works. All righty, cool. All right, that's done. We'll go ahead and get started on the buttons, guys. The start button didn't go the easy way. They said you just slide something in there and it just popped out, so, and it didn't break any tabs. And that you should hear click. Alrighty, first one out. No broken tabs. Cool. Let's get our new one in there. And one. All right. That was fairly simple. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Just realized I messed with the light source. First click. There we go. Second click. All right, that one came out. Let's make sure that we didn't mess anything up. All right, tabs are still there. Good. No, sorry, I keep messing with the light source, guys. All right, let's go ahead and put this last button in and check it out. Perfect. Alrighty, so we got our new red sport buttons. They feel really good. I do see what everyone was talking about is kind of slick compared to the matte, but I think it really gives it some class. And then the red stop and start button, which, you know, I'll never really be able to enjoy unless someone else is driving my car, but whatever. I guess this is a pretty good time to show you guys a couple of my interior changes from a stock car. It did come with the M Performance mats. They are dirty. I just washed the outside. I'm about to actually clean the interior up pretty quick before I go to bed tonight. We Black Forest shifter for DCT. I made this shift boot for it because they charge $100 for a shift boot, and the knob itself is already like almost $300. So I don't really understand how they can charge $100 for a shift knob boot. So like I said, I made my own. Bought this little piece of carbon, just felt like it completed the area. I have seen some people where they Alcantara wrap this surround. Guys, please forgive me for how dirty this is. This car had been sitting for about 2 months, and I was daily driving the wide body E46 in that time. Once I got all the issues fixed, the brakes kind of just took it out of me. But once we finally got the whole calipers rebuilt and flushed, and it was a pain getting all that air out the lines, that pretty much that's why it's been sitting in it so dirty, which is why I just gave it a good cleaning and wash. Other than that, I got a 10-inch Android, or it's actually a Linux head unit. It's for wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. I absolutely need that for road tripping. It's really cool because you can AirPlay to it, so I can look up a video on YouTube on my phone, AirPlay it to that, watch it. Not while I'm driving, I guess, on those long road trips. But that's pretty much gonna wrap it up today, guys. Oh yeah, steering wheel cover, it's Alcantara with the M stitching. My steering wheel actually has M stitching already. I'm pretty sure all F82s come with that, but if they don't, I felt like it was good to mention it. Yeah, that's about it. I really feel like this upgrades the interior a lot more, and definitely excited to get it cleaned up and go for a drive tomorrow. All right, you guys enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for sticking around and watching the video. If you're thinking about doing this yourself, I'll drop links in the description, and that way you can get exactly what I got, and hopefully it goes just as easy for you. Take care. Have a good night.